I'm Meg from Tokyo. In this video, I will share the latest Japan entry rules you should know before traveling to Japan. Today, I'll explain not only the latest rules, but also share important tips for after you arrive in Japan, whether you're a first-time visitor or a returning traveler. If you're planning a trip to Japan, make sure to watch until the end to avoid any problems at the airport. We also offer private tours in Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, so feel free to contact us through the link below. Alright, then let's go! Number 1. Visit Japan Web. Visit Japan Web is an official service from the Japanese government that lets you pre-register before entering Japan to make immigration procedures faster and easier. The government also recommends using this service. There are 3 main advantages. First, you don't need to fill out the customs declaration form usually handed out on the plane. Second, you can pass through customs using a QR code without waiting in line at the manned counter. And third, your entire immigration process at the airport will be much quicker. While Visit Japan Web isn't mandatory, pre-registration is strongly recommended, especially if you want to enter the country smoothly and avoid long lines. You can easily register online using your computer or smartphone, so it's a good idea to complete this before your trip. One more thing to watch out for. In June 2025, the Japanese government warned about fake websites pretending to be the official Visit Japan Web, charging unnecessary application or handling fees. The official website, managed by Japan's digital agency, is completely free. So, please be careful and make sure you register only on the official website. Number 2. Japan Entry Rule Change. Japan plans to launch JESTA, an electronic travel authorization system similar to the US ESTA, starting in fiscal year 2028. This system will require travelers from countries and regions that are exempt from short-term visas to complete an online pre-departure screening before entering Japan. Applicants will be required to register information such as their occupation, purpose of travel, and accommodation details in advance. Travelers who do not receive this pre-approval may be denied boarding on flights or ships bound for Japan. Similar to the US ESTA, a fee is expected to be charged, although the exact amount and detailed operational rules have not yet been officially announced. The introduction of JESTA is expected to improve immigration efficiency and strengthen security measures, allowing eligible travelers to enter Japan more smoothly. However, JESTA has not yet begun operation and no official website or app has been released. Therefore, this system does not apply to travelers visiting Japan in fiscal year 2026. At this time, you can still travel to Japan visa-free under the current rules. Recently, many videos and advertisements about JESTA have appeared on social media, so please be cautious and avoid clicking on unofficial websites or suspicious links. Number 3. Power bank restrictions. When traveling to Japan, it's important to know the rules for carrying mobile batteries. First of all, mobile batteries are not allowed in checked baggage. You must carry them with you in your carry-on baggage. Also, there is a capacity limit. Only batteries with a capacity of 160 Wh or less per battery are allowed on board. Most smartphone power banks are usually fine, but be careful if you're carrying high-capacity models. And here's something many travelers don't know. Recently, all major airlines in Japan, including JAL and ANA, introduced a new rule. In the past, you could store your battery either under the seat or in the overhead compartment. But now, storing mobile batteries in the overhead rack is no longer allowed. Why? A mobile battery caught fire on a South Korean flight, leading to an onboard emergency and injuring a passenger. As a result, Japan's airlines have tightened the safety rules. So now, when you're flying, you are required to keep your mobile batteries under the seat or somewhere you can easily reach. To stay safe and avoid problems, remember these 3 rules when flying to Japan. No checked baggage for power banks. Capacity limit of 160 Wh. Keep them under the seat or at hand during the flight. Number 4. List of prohibited items. If you bring certain items into Japan without realizing it, you may face a fine or, in the worst case, be denied entry. There are 6 main categories of items that require special attention, some of which I've mentioned in past videos, but they're important to review again. First is food. This includes meat products, vegetables, and fruits. Homemade food, beef jerky, ham, sausages, and pickles are also not allowed. canned goods are usually permitted as an exception, but other processed foods are increasingly being confiscated.
Second is fake brand goods.
Counterfeit bags, watches, clothing, and similar fake brand items are strictly prohibited. Third is fur and accessories made from specific animals like crocodiles, tigers, and leopards. Items made from endangered species are banned by law. Fourth are narcotics. Even if they are for medical use, they are prohibited unless you've applied for a special permit in advance. Fifth is large amounts of cash or gold products. If you're carrying cash or precious metals worth more than 1 million yen, you must declare them at customs. And sixth is weapons and security devices. Knives, stun guns, tear gas, and similar items are not allowed on board. However, if you're bringing cooking knives or other permitted tools, make sure to pack them in your checked baggage. If you're not sure whether something is allowed, please check the official website of Japan Customs before your trip. Number 5. New Tax Exemption System. In Japan, a 10% consumption tax is applied to almost all products except food items. However, foreign tourists can shop tax-free by using the tax-free shopping system. Right now, this system is at a major turning point and new rules will be introduced starting in November 2026. Here are the main changes. 1. Introduction of the refund system. The current method of buying items at a tax-free price in stores will be abolished. From now on, you'll first pay the tax-included price and then get a refund at customs when you leave Japan. To receive the refund, you'll need to prove that you are actually taking the goods out of the country. 2. Removal of purchase limit for consumables. The previous daily limit of 500,000 yen for consumables has been eliminated. There is no longer an upper spending limit. 3. Abolition of special packaging. Previously, duty-free items had to be sealed in a transparent bag so they couldn't be opened in Japan. This rule has been removed, so items will now be given to you in regular shopping bags. Be careful not to open them before leaving Japan. 3. Abolition of special packaging. Until now, items had to be taken abroad within 6 months of purchase. This period has been shortened to 90 days. If you don't take them out within 3 months, the tax exemption becomes invalid. These reforms are aimed at preventing abuse of the system and ensuring stable tax revenue. I will keep you updated as soon as new information becomes available. Number 6. Possible increase in departure tax. Did you know Japan has a departure tax? It's a tax you pay when you leave Japan, but you don't pay it separately at the airport. It's already included in your airline ticket or ferry ticket, so a lot of people don't even notice it. Right now, it's 1,000 yen per person each time you depart Japan. But for departures on or after July 1st, 2026, it's scheduled to increase to 3,000 yen. And this is important, it's not just for foreign tourists. It applies to everyone leaving Japan, including Japanese citizens. By the way, in a previous video I mentioned a proposal to charge 5,000 yen only for first class and business class passengers. But that idea is now being shelved, mainly because it would make airline procedures more complicated. The good news is, you won't need to do anything special at the airport or pay separately. But once the increase starts, your ticket will effectively cost more because the tax is included in the fare. The key point is Japan has a departure tax and it will increase for departures from July 1st, 2026. Number 7. Faster entry system. For frequent visitors to Japan, there is a convenient system worth knowing about. Called the Trusted Traveler Program, it allows foreign nationals who visit Japan frequently, are considered low risk by immigration, and meet certain requirements to use automated gates. Examples of people who may be eligible include U.S. Global Entry members, business travelers visiting Japan for short stays, travelers holding platinum level or higher credit cards from international brands, and qualifying family members. Additional requirements may include having never been refused entry to Japan, having no record of serious criminal offenses, and holding a passport from a visa-exempt country. Once registered, you can use automated gates with a designated registered traveler card, making entry and exit procedures smoother. Registration requires an online application and screening by the Immigration Services Agency. The application process starts with entering the required information online, submitting supporting documents, and completing an initial screening. Then, after you arrive in Japan, you go through the standard immigration inspection, followed by a second step at the designated registration location at the airport where your fingerprints and facial photo are registered. If approved, you will be issued a designated registered traveler card, which allows you to use automated gates at major international airports in Japan. For eligible travelers, the main benefit is significantly reduced waiting times at immigration.
Number 8. Pre-clearance system.
Japan does not yet have a permanent pre-clearance system. However, it was tested for a short time at Taiwan's Taoyuan International Airport in February 2025. In this system, an immigration officer from Japan checks passports, takes photos, and collects fingerprints in the departure airport's waiting area before boarding. This process allows part of the Japanese immigration inspection to be completed before departure, thus reducing the time required for inspection upon arrival and streamlining immigration procedures. The program was available to visitors traveling to Japan on specified flights to 13 airports operated by 4 Taiwanese airlines. It applied regardless of nationality as long as the duration of stay was 90 days or less for a short visit. This initiative was initially limited to Taiwan, which has a high number of visitors to Japan. However, discussions have recently been underway between Japan and South Korea regarding the potential introduction of the system. It remains unclear how widely the pre-clearance system will expand to other countries, but further implementation is expected in the future.
Number 9. Purchase of Suica.
After arriving in Japan, one of the most convenient things to prepare is a transportation IC card. It's essential for traveling in Japan as it works on most public transportation, including trains, subways, and buses. For tourists, I recommend the Welcome Suica. Welcome Suica is a Suica card designed for short-term foreign visitors and does not require a deposit. You can use it immediately after purchase and charge it to ride trains and buses. Welcome Suica can be purchased at major airports such as Narita, Haneda, and Kansai. However, ticket machines and counters at airports can be crowded, and purchasing one may take time depending on the time of day. Welcome Suica is also not recommended for those planning to revisit Japan soon.
The card is valid for only 28 days from the date of purchase, which means you'll need to get a new one next time.
In such cases, it may be quicker to skip buying it at the airport and instead purchase a regular Suica or Pasimo card at the nearest station after arrival. In addition, since many ticket vending machines still only accept cash for recharging, it's a good idea to have some Japanese yen on hand. I explained how to purchase a Suica card in another video, so please check that out as well.
Number 10. Where to exchange money. Where to exchange Japanese yen after arriving in Japan is an important thing to consider. These days, automatic money exchange machines located at airports are recommended as they often offer better rates than manned counters. Many of these machines are also open late at night, making them convenient for travelers arriving in the evening. However, since they are not ideal for exchanging large amounts, it's best to exchange just enough for your initial expenses. As a general guideline, exchanging amount 10,000 yen per person is a good idea. If you want to exchange a larger amount, exchange offices and ATMs in the city may offer better rates. For example, many 7-bank ATMs inside 7-Eleven stores are open 24 hours a day, and you can easily withdraw Japanese yen using a credit card issued overseas.
Finally, while cashless payments are becoming more common in Japan, you will still need cash in many situations, like when using public transportation or shopping at small stores. So, be sure to keep some yen on hand. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. See you at the next video.